well that I really like. Great information. Look at your Overlord spread. Fantastic. The towers, fantastic. You're staring down at my army. You don't see any Immortals. It's all gateway units. So this Hydra switch should be where you kind of, writhe your hands like a supervillain and go, well, now's the time where I have absolute say.
Yeah.
Because it is. I can't stop you. If there's 10 Hydras right now, or soon to now, I can't touch that army. I can't touch it. But, and here's just a teaching point I want to hit on. If you were to attack me with said army, you'd be off the creep, and I would have my defensible force fields, and I'd be able to dissect your army.
Yep.
So that kind of bolsters my point earlier too, that says this plays towards passive play. But you're actually being, here comes my tomfoolery, passive aggressive, in the sense that your army's passive, but you're aggressively expanding, which is a form of aggression in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so faster third, quicker transition to Hydras, better use of your gas so that it looks more feasible right now, and then as you're taking your Hydras, as long as the game permits itself, i.e. you haven't lost some huge battle and I don't already have Colossus, I need you to take that fourth.
Yeah. This should be coming up here soon. We're going to continue, or you want to back out?
No, it's okay. Just go ahead and hit play now.
Alright.
We'll go a little bit further. Because the big battle, we got to talk about that too.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you're still actually low on minerals, or excuse me, gas. And that sense of urgency needs to exist even at your third. Like, you're mining the minerals because that's what it's smart to do, but that's assuming you have no disparity.
Mm-hmm.
You actually do have a disparity, so go ahead and ugly mine those gas, and then mine the minerals. So you can spend all this minerals. These minerals, rather. English for the win. And look at this. We're going to hit like 15 minutes and you're already maxed. Now conversely, look at me. You're actually, let's go ahead and pause here. 15 minutes and 17 seconds. You're almost maxed, and I am about 30 supply behind you.
Yeah. And this is a timing that I try to hit. Like, I feel I've played games before where I max around 14 minutes, and I feel great about it. And then I play other games where nothing really happens, and I don't max in that time, and I don't know what I'm missing.
Well, let's talk about a couple things, because I'm already seeing them. Okay, so looking at your natural, you just now have finished taking the geysers. You're still not mining it. Look at your minerals. 935 minerals, 190 gas. So you can make 3 Hydras right now and still sit on 700 minerals.
Yeah.
But that's all you can make. And I think this is about the time where Corruptors are about to rear their ugly faces.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you just started making Corruptors, so I'm going to pull on the production tab real quick. So yeah, you're making 8 Corruptors. Fantastic. That's where all your gas went. But look at how many minerals you're floating.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's actually what's happening. Here's why this hurts. Because you've abused the gas, and by abuse I mean not taking it, I want you to look at the upgrade disparity. Okay, so with me, 1-1, and about to be 2-1, and it'll probably be 2-1 by the time we fight.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, you're 0-0-0. Okay? Is that why you lost? No. But that's certainly a contributing factor. So if you're losing games when we get maxed out and you don't know why, I want you to look at your upgrades.
Yeah.
And part of the reason that you suffer from this is because you did get coached by Machine, who's notoriously bad with upgrades. He'll tell you the same thing.
That's funny, because I mean, we discussed upgrades, and he's got his logic is based on how many gas you control, is when you can start getting upgrades. And so Machine says, and I've been following suit here lately, especially, not to upgrade until you have 6 gas. And so, I mean, you see I'm securing 6 gas around this time, which I don't actually think I ever put drones in those gas. So,
and he's actually, I'd go ahead and reaffirm that. He's absolutely right. However, what he's probably said but isn't being applied here is the resource disparity in management.
Yeah.
You could have had 6 gas 7 minutes ago. And had you have had it 7 minutes ago, not only would you not have these high minerals, but you'd have gas that you're like, how do I spend this? Oh, that's right, upgrades, because I'm on 6 gas.
Right.
You did not take these gases. Like, it's not like that was a strategical move. Like, I was pressuring you and you were penny pinching to get units out, so you didn't take the gas because you needed every freaking drone you could afford on minerals.
Yeah.
There's no scenario like that. You just didn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I was late putting them down. I think I should be putting those gas down as that expansion comes up regardless, just because in this situation, I'm gas starved, and I always will be. Every game I play, I'm gas starved in this situation, so.
So this could be like one of the best little, like, 5 minutes of your life.
let's not go that far.
Well, if you're at 1-1 right now and pushing 2-2, think of how strong the Zerg army is in comparison. Like, I mean, I guess we can't think too long and hard about it because it doesn't really make sense, but it is exponentially much, much, much more powerful.
Yeah.
Especially since 99% of the Protoss you face are going to abuse armor. They're not going to upgrade armor. A lot of them are going to be 2-0 with upgrades.
Yeah.
And that sucks because the Colossus are dealing out loads of damage, but they're melting away like a wildfire.
Mm-hmm.
Your Roaches, your Hydras should vaporize the gateway units, and if your Corruptors are in any kind of position, my Colossus should die shortly thereafter.
Alright.
Okay, so go ahead and hit play now. So we're closing on this last battle, and I just kind of want to show you. So here I am, making my way down the corridor. Pull out, and then I back away immediately. Your Corruptors come in naked, but then they're getting picked off by the Stalkers. And now I just have this little bit of a firing arc, and your units are too thin.
Yeah.
So what happened here was, well, you're just kind of spread way, way, way too thin. You waited till the right place to attack, but your Corruptors needed my units to be confused AI-wise by the gateway units as well. Like, my gateway units need to be hitting the ground units and the Corruptors diversely, so that your Corruptors can have enough time to kill the 3 or 4 Colossus that I had.
That one little blink really changed things. I wanted to almost, kind of pincer attack from two sides, and then you just blinked, and it was all, that whole thought process got shot in the foot.
And as a final point, to really drive this home, go ahead and click on anything that's yours and look at the resources.
Yeah. 4K 0.
If that isn't a disparity, I don't know what is. Like,
well, if you'll look in the third, you'll see I'm still not mining gas there. Like, I put the extractors down, and I never mined from them. So.
In your production tab, you're making 4 Corruptors right now, and that's all you can make. So that's why. I mean, this is really frustrating. It sucks losing, but we need to stare long and hard at this, because after this, it shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
It's not an APM thing. It's not a skill thing. It's literally just you didn't do it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play again. I'm going to have you play Alejandrisha, and hopefully he'll do something pseudo-normal, but actually in the name of training, it's good if he doesn't. Because the next big thing, and the reason why Zerg's losing this matchup, is because of scouting. 4-gate looks the same as 3-gate expand, only with one you need to make 40 Zerglings, and the other you don't.
Yeah,
that's
hard.
frustrating.
When you see the sentries, it's a pretty good indicator in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously not a given, but...
Oh, no, there's indicators, and you're absolutely right. I mean, if you see anything more than 4 sentries, they're not doing a 4-gate, but... Or they're bad. I guess I could finish anything with that, you know.
I've lost to that a few times today. I've lost to everything today.
Well, give me time, man. We're working on it.
I lost to an 1100 Terran today. I don't even know why I'm playing an 1100 Terran.
Was he actually 1100?
That was his rating. I don't know. Maybe he's 25-0, but that's what he was rated.
Well, don't worry, man.
It's just been one of those days.
I do hope Blizzard comes out with more maps as big and bigger than Metalopolis. That'd be nice.
We just need something fresh to play on, man. All this.
These new Blizzard guys are used to games like Warcraft 3, which is more relevant than Brood War, and WoW, where you don't really change the maps. Like Warcraft 3 never did. StarCraft, it was weekly.
Well, so much of the game balance depends on it, and it's it's frustrating playing Jungle Basin 10 times in a row as a Zerg player. Now I've more or less stopped going hatch first in ZvP just because I tend to die when I do.
What's that?
I said I've more or less stopped going hatch first in this matchup.
Oh yeah. Nope, you pretty much are in agreement with every Zerg that's playing at a high level. We're going to talk about identifying what the Protoss is doing through the little red flags, abusing it, and then just playing situationally. So, when you scout them out, if it's cross-map or close air, you can abuse that with the Burrow Roaches. No Protoss is going to do a one-base Immortal push with Observer and 3 gates. And as I say that, I'm sure, like...
That's what the computer does on very hard.
I know.
It's
so good.
It's ridiculous. See if I can possibly sneak this drone by.
Do you ever get pylon blocked in anymore?
When going pool first, I mean, it happens sometimes, but it's really, wow, he's not where I thought he would be. That was an early scout.
You just kind of build a spine crawler, right?
Yeah,
Block it down.
on most maps. Now, sometimes it will force me to cancel the hatch, and that's a really huge deal.
Yeah. They'd have to open Forge, though. They can't do the reactive Forge,
Yeah,
which is nice.
Not many people are doing that these days.
No, I've seen QECAC do it a few times. Like, Lost Temple would be a map you might want to watch for it and patrol at the base of your ramp.
Yeah. Everybody's
Metalopolis,
going
not so much.
Forge first, Stargate on Lost Temple now.
Yep. Because if you Roach Rush, the Void Rays should be there in about the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you one base. But that's pretty risky.
Thought I'd get that Overlord out of there, huh?
So these lings are a little bit late. I'd like it if you did, like, the second the pool finishes or the hatchery goes down, whichever.
Mm-hmm.
You get some lings out, because right now you're at mercy of what your Overlord can tell you about the expansion. And that shouldn't be too much, given that there's no good cliff for you to stick yourself on.
Yeah.
So you're floating a little bit of minerals here. You're a little bit behind in your lair. Or unless you're doing something else, are you?
We're getting speed first. But you're right on the minerals situation.
Yeah. You're just gonna do the same thing, right? Like burrowed roaches?
Yeah. Same open.
Good. Good.
I'm kind of a robot.
No, that's good. I'd say most Zerg players are robots. Just keep those creep tumors going.